Hello, I am Allison Lyons, the President of the National Honor Society. Thank you, family and friends, for joining us tonight. I would now like to introduce Seneca's female ensemble to sing the national anthem. Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Dr. Smith, Assessment, Accountability, and Planning Coordinator.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. On behalf of the Lenape Regional High School District, it is my great pleasure to acknowledge the achievements of all the Seneca students being inducted into the National Honor Society this evening. And to celebrate their success, we are honored to have with us Lenape Regional High School District Board of Education member, Dr. Skip Bendy, as well as our superintendent, as a proud Seneca parent, Dr. Carol Birnbaum. Parents and guardians, thank you for all you have done to support your students on their journey toward this evening. It is an outcome of that work. Students, you have earned this national distinction through your effort and intelligence, leadership and empathy. You help make your community and school stronger. May you continue to lead here and beyond high school, as in our district's 2 graduations message, you pursue your college degrees as springboards towards your careers and contribute to your country for decades to come. Congratulations to you all, students and parents. Thank you.
Thank you. And now I'd like to introduce Mr. Spector, our school principal.
Good evening, and welcome to the 2016 National Honor Society induction ceremony at Seneca High School. I'd like to express my appreciation to members of the Board of Education, Dr. Smith, National Honor Society advisors Mrs. McMichael and Mrs. Mayer, and the teachers that serve in the National Honor Society Committee for their efforts they have made on behalf of our students. Please join me in giving them a round of applause. Thank you. If you take notice of tonight's program, you'll see that there's a wonderful blend of scholarly academics, public speaking, music performances, and civic responsibility. This reflects the expectations associated with National Honor Society, and we also thank all of those who are participating. And again, join me in giving them all a round of applause. Thanks in advance, guys. Before I continue my speech, I have to take a moment to reflect on an aha moment I had a few weeks back as I was picking my 9th grade daughter and some friends up from bussing tables on a Saturday evening for a charity event that they had just worked for 6 hours. As these 3 girls sat contently and exhausted, I couldn't help but reflect how hard it is to be a member of National Honor Society. This is for real, so bear with me as I share my thoughts from this Saturday evening with you. I would guess that our typical student wakes up in the 6:30 range. That in itself is a challenge for many teenagers. Next is the getting ready for school. I used to think, now that's not a big deal. But I can tell you, as many times I had to deliver a field hockey uniform because my daughter forgot it, that it is a more difficult task than you think. By itself, we tend to blame our kids, but let me put this in a little bit more context for you. Next is a 7-hour school day and 6 classes, in the middle of which we take time out for lunch to refuel. But it is also the time to get extra help or go to a club meeting because we have no time after school, because we have practice for a game or the musical or marching band or DECA. Now on a good day, this will be done at 5:30 or 6 o'clock, already a 10.5 hour day. But sometimes we have an away game in Washington Township, or our director thinks we need a little bit more work on the play, and 5 becomes 6, and 6 becomes 7 or later. Oh, and I forgot, now it's dinner time. Cool, a break in the day. And after that, maybe some time for some TV. Oops, it's homework time. Okay, that covers it. Now it's 11 o'clock and it's time for bed. Nope, but to be on stage tonight, you also need to fulfill the requirements of leadership and community service. So we also have to fit that in. And although I wasn't sure where they fit that in their day, they had to be here today. And of course, somewhere in this busy schedule, we also need to be young adults, hang out with friends, and develop our independence. This really sounds kind of awful, but as you reflect, it is truly just awesome. You have choices, and there are consequences to your decisions. Our students on stage tonight chose to embrace the ideals of scholarship, leadership, school service, and community service. They choose to participate in sports and the arts and student government. They choose to come early, remember everything, go to class, stay after school, commit to serving others, nurture relationships, and most importantly, do this while getting grades to qualify them for National Honor Society. When there are so many other choices out there, the only conclusion that you can come to is this is just awesome, and there are students here tonight because they have earned every bit of it. And that's when you recognize awesome usually comes from hard work. Well, those are the ramblings of a 50-plus-year-old principal who had nothing better to do on a Saturday night. And I'm going to return to my speech, which is just brief at this point, and I'm going to talk to the students, and they don't put this thing like a lazy student, so I'm going to turn, so please excuse me while I do that. To our students who are being inducted tonight, I would like to congratulate you for being selected. I'd also like to express my admiration for your commitment to excellence. You have made your family and your school proud. What does induction mean? Let me give you a teacher, a principal, and a parent's perspective, as I can confidently give you all three. As a teacher, we teach. Scholarship is what we do. We want to make sure we challenge you to grow academically. We don't just want to give you knowledge, we want you to acquire it. We want you to think critically and develop a love of lifelong learning. The teacher in me is proud to say you have worked hard and often to be on stage tonight, and you deserve this recognition. As principal, I never cease to be amazed by young people. You make a difference because you want to make a difference in our school and community. You have that certain something that conveys enthusiasm, self-confidence, and a desire to generate great things. Now the challenge, and I am your principal, so I have to challenge you, is to make tonight a lifelong commitment to scholarship, leadership, and community service. When done with humility and empathy, the rewards are never ending. As a parent, we are just so very, very proud of you. We have the highest of hope and dreams for each and every one of you. And tonight you have accomplished one of our little hopes. We all said at some point, wouldn't it be awesome? And quite frankly, for your parents, it's pretty cool. We may even be happier and more proud of you than you are yourself. But we know how hard you have worked, the things that you've done and the sacrifice you have made to get inducted. And while it's great that you're being inducted, we are most proud that the ideas of scholarship, leadership, and service and character are how you choose to be. We are just proud of you. I am thankful that we have so many young people who represent the ideals of National Honor Society, and I am grateful and proud to serve you as the principal of Seneca High School. Thank you and have a great evening.
Thank you, Mr. Spector. I will now give an overview of the ideal National Honor Society student. National Honor Society members are not inducted solely for their intelligence and outstanding grades. Inductees must also take part in a variety of extracurricular activities because they are not just Seneca's brightest. They are the most dedicated, the most involved, and the most charismatic leaders. NHS is about being a leader inside the classroom and taking the same initiative and applying it outside the classroom as well. It's about showing kindness and selfless service to the community. To join National Honor Society is to make a commitment to be well-rounded, upholding each of our 4 pillars. So congratulations, inductees, on your hard work, and good luck in the upcoming year. Next, we will hear from our Vice President, Abigail Lee, who will explain the 5 candles you see before you and discuss scholarship.
Membership to the Seneca High School chapter of the National Honor Society is earned by the effective demonstration of 4 qualities. This center candle represents the eternal flame of knowledge. It is the candle from which we will light all other candles during the ceremony. The other 4 candles represent the 4 characteristics of the ideal student: scholarship, leadership, character, and service. 4 of our current officers will review these qualities. I will be representing scholarship. First off, I want to congratulate each of you, as well as your parents. This is a special night which honors all of your achievements. Yet I believe that you should not be proud of the honor itself, but instead of all the decisions and sacrifices you have made to get to this point. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, the reward of a thing well done is to have done it. Recognition should not be expected, but definitely enjoyed. Scholarship is not defined by getting straight A's, how high your GPA is, or how well you did on the SATs. It is much more than that. It is a lifelong love of learning. A scholar is willing to spend countless hours reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultured and educated mind, which is why scholarship is not an inherited quality, but one that is acquired and developed as a result of responsibility, diligence, and dedication. I encourage all of you to not just look at this achievement as a check off of the list, but as an opportunity to strive for even higher goals. I will now light the candle of scholarship. Our next speaker is our treasurer, Kevin Wojtowicz, representing service.
Your presence here, hang on. Not that short. Your presence here tonight is due to years of hard work and dedication. Through your induction, we are recognizing not only your academic achievements, but the services you have provided to our school and community. Service tends to be classified under volunteering, such as giving money to a charity, participating in local cleanups, and other generous deeds. Now, these are all great acts of kindness, but they are not the only way to serve your school and community. As a member of Seneca's National Honor Society, you should expand your notion of service. Service is not a single act or event. Service is anything you do with the goal of helping. Although acts of volunteering will help on future applications for college, jobs, and the like, each of you possesses the ability to do much more with your service. As your future develops, remember that service does not always need to be measured in hours. Tonight, I congratulate you on what you have done in the past and anticipate your contributions to your community in the future. I will now light this candle for service. Our next speaker is our recording secretary, Lauren Kiefer, representing leadership.
Inductees, you are sitting here tonight on this stage because you've embodied the role of a leader in some aspect of your life. Whether it be in student government, on the athletic field, in Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, or at your local church. Though the responsibilities of each role may vary, one fact is universal amongst all. Your peers considered you compatible with the position's requirements and elected you. Your peers recognized leadership qualities in you, such as your confidence to pursue, passion to enthuse, and integrity to withhold. And that is certainly something to be proud of. However, taking on the role does not have to result from a formal election. It can be everyday life, such as leading by example in a classroom, or offering someone a place to sit with you at lunch. Although leadership is a mandatory pillar to the National Honor Society, I challenge you to keep pursuing leadership roles once inducted. National Honor Society offers many opportunities to take charge and pursue something you may not have originally. Lastly, be bold. Have confidence in traveling the path less traveled. An author named Max Lucado once wrote, "A man who wants to lead the orchestra must turn his back on the crowd." And so, inductees, turn your backs on the crowd when finding a new solution or innovating a new idea. Wherever you choose to venture, lead with your heart. I will now light the candle of leadership. Our final speaker is our corresponding secretary, Arpan Bhagat, representing character.
Every action we take is but a small part of our lives, but that doesn't mean our choices are meaningless. Every action we take plays a part in molding our character. Specifically, meaningful actions like acts of kindness, generosity, responsibility, and leadership are the most representative of someone with exemplary character. The other part to character is not only our morals, but also how we stand up to defend our beliefs. True character involves resiliency, conviction, and being true to ourselves. No matter the situation or difficulties, those solid in their beliefs will prevail and succeed. True and strong character is a trait to admire, and every candidate here has shown his or herself to be of strong character. Congratulations to all of you. I will now light the candle for character.
Thank you. And now Abigail Lee and I will present our candidates. Our new senior members include the following. Oh, wait, never mind. In a second. Oh, okay. Oh, true. Yeah. Do I go? Okay. Emily Briscoe. Stand up. Timothy Durkis. Olivia Gordon. Taylor Iacono. Emily Patton. Danielle Pernici. Madison Poland. Colin Ramage. Jacqueline Sharp. Joseph Steitel. Stephanie Tollefson. Our new junior members include Alexa Adams, Sean Bernard, Jenna Birnbaum-Kaminsky, Caitlin Birnbaum-Kaminsky,
Cameron Bogert, Shannon Briggs, Jack Brockett, Alexa Brown, Casey Bryan, Morgan Calabria, Sophia Katerina, Sydney Siliberti, Julia Collins, Nicholas Decker, Samantha Durkis, Abigail Detweiler, Lisa Dzinski, Mackenzie DeBella, Gabriella DeMena,
Owen Dwyer, Susan Foley, Demetra Fatiu, Ian Gray, Rachel Green, Madison Grudy, Austin Gupta, Megan Harvey, Kayla Hay, Maxwell Heater, Grace Heineman, Brianna Heller, Sarah Jamerson, Thomas Jeanson, Kayla Johnson.
Emma King, Alexandria Lennox, Christopher McCauley, Jennifer Mackey, Ryan McLaughlin, Casey Mitchell, Brady Moore, Sarah Moschini, Lauren Mosser, Mark Otto, Marissa Originos, Esther Park, Kayla Pfeffer, Ethan Pfeiffer, Mark Pogazowski.
Abigail Wren, Stephen Rodishin, Cameron Samuel, Nicole Sander, Lucas Schubert Brown, Olivia Seidlecki, Sheridan Smith, Olivia Spector, Alexis Tierney, Rachel Tossi, Devin Trankner, Aaron Usinowicz, Devin Walker, and Melanie Weaver.
New inductees, if you would please stand and light your candles to represent the eternal flame of knowledge. This will be followed by the reciting of the National Honor Society Pledge. Please read after me. I pledge to uphold the high purposes of the National Honor Society, to which I have been selected. I will be true to the principles for which it stands, and will maintain and encourage high standards of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
You may now extinguish your candles. Please join us for refreshments in the cafeteria. Inductees, remember to proudly wear your pin at graduation. Thank you and good night.